Today we're going to be talking about a video I saw recently where a girl said she refuses to hang out with light skinned or mixed women because they get all the attention without any effort. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about dark skinned women as a group, but more about the mindset that's rooted in insecurity and not truth. Because when you say you avoid certain women due to attention they receive, what you're really admitting is that your self-worth is male-centered. So we're going to start there. If another woman's existence feels like competition by default, especially competition for male validation, then men are not just part of your life. They're the measuring stick. The claim that some women get attention without effort is one of the oldest cope narratives in existence. It ignores grooming or social awareness or confidence or the presentation of the person. And most importantly, it ignores the fact that attention isn't a moral reward. It's not something that anyone is owed. Yes, colorism exists. Yes, it impacts dating and desirability. Yes, it's rooted in history. But it explains patterns. It doesn't excuse resentment. At some point, constantly measuring yourself against lighter or mixed women stops being analysis and it starts being self-sabotage, especially when that resentment is directed sideways at women instead of at the men. What often gets left out of these conversations is the role of colorist parenting. A lot of women are raised by parents who compare them to lighter siblings or cousins or friends, or they made comments about their hair texture, their skin tone, or they treated beauty as proximity to whiteness. So instead of healing, they internalize the belief that they are less than by default. And when you don't confront that wound, you can't become empowered. You just become hyper competitive. And that's where the inferiority complex comes in. Not everyone who talks about colorism is actually unpacking it. Some people are romanticizing their resentment and turning insecurity into ideology. They're turning their jealousy into boundaries. They're turning their comparisons into their whole personality. Now, to add another layer, let's talk about the red pill and male-centered content. When you're consuming these narratives that tell you women are ranked and that beauty equals power, male attention equals value, you start to see other women as not people but threats. So when someone says, I don't hang out with those women, what they really mean is, I don't trust myself to not compare myself. I don't trust men to not choose. I don't trust my own value without being centered. Women who are secure don't track who's getting more attention, and they don't need to. They're building their bodies up. They're enjoying the lives that they're waking up to. Their identities don't collapse when a man looks at someone else. And effort doesn't always look like struggle. Some women invested early. Some learned social ease super young. Some were taught confidence instead of shame. That doesn't make them villains. It means they were taught to not hate themselves. If being around certain women triggers you, that's not a boundary. That's a signal. A signal pointing directly at unhealed comparison, male-centered validation, and a self-concept that needs rebuilding from the inside out. You don't solve colorism by resenting women who benefit from it. You solve it by decentering men, heal your parental messaging and wounds, reject the ranking system, and don't measure your self-worth in contrast to someone else's reflection. The real flex isn't being picked. It's being the woman who doesn't need to be picked. Anyway, that's all for this video. Let me know if you guys saw this video that I'm talking about and what your thoughts were on it, and I will talk to you next time.